When you look at Kehlani today, tattoos, swagger, glowing skin, confidence, you see a star. Grammy nominations, sold-out tours, platinum records. But that's not where her story starts. Her story begins in pain, in survival, in figuring out who she was when the world gave her nothing to hold on to. Kehlani didn't grow up in the spotlight. She grew up trying to survive. She was born in Oakland, California, and her life was complicated before it even began. Her dad died when she was a baby. He was in and out of prison and addicted to drugs. Her mom, in jail for most of her childhood. Kehlani was raised by her aunt, not because anyone planned it, but because there was no other choice. And even then, life wasn't stable. There were days without food, days without a place to stay, days she felt invisible. Most people crumble under that kind of weight. But Kehlani didn't crumble. She sang. Music became her lifeline, the one thing she could count on. As a kid, she wanted to be a ballerina, but after a knee injury took that away, she poured everything into her voice. She started performing with a local group called Pop Life, made it to America's Got Talent, and slowly, painfully, started climbing. But nothing was easy. Even after her voice started catching attention, the industry didn't know what to do with her. She was too different, too raw, too emotional. She wasn't the polished pop princess. She wasn't playing a character. She was just herself. And at that time, that wasn't something people were ready for. But she kept going. She dropped her first mixtape, Cloud 19, in 2014. Then You Should Be Here in 2015, which got a Grammy nomination. Out of nowhere, people were like, wait, who is this? Kehlani had arrived. But while the music was blowing up, behind the scenes, her world was falling apart. In 2016, a photo posted online sparked rumors about her personal life. The internet turned toxic fast. She was being dragged, mocked, and accused of things she never even said. That night, overwhelmed by the hate and heartbreak, Kehlani attempted suicide. She posted a picture from the hospital and wrote, "Today I wanted to leave this earth." That moment shook everyone. It was a wake-up call, not just for Kehlani, but for the people watching, the fans, the media, the internet. For once, the world stopped and realized fame doesn't protect you from pain. Likes and streams don't replace healing. But instead of running away, Kehlani came back stronger. She was real about her mental health, about therapy, about healing. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She let people in on the mess, the breakdowns, the trauma, the process of rebuilding. And that made people feel her, not just hear her music, but feel her in every word, every lyric. Her debut album, Sweet Sexy Savage, dropped in 2017. It was bold, feminine, emotional, unapologetic. It wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. I'm here, I've survived, and I'm not backing down. And then, she kept going. She became a mother, gave birth to her daughter in 2019. And that changed everything. Kehlani says motherhood gave her purpose. It taught her patience. It made her softer in the best way, and sharper about what she wanted in life. She kept evolving. Her second album, It Was Good Until It Wasn't, was darker, more intimate. Her third, Blue Water Road, was healing, dreamy, and experimental. Every album was a new version of her. Honest to the point where you almost feel like you're reading pages from her diary. Kehlani has also been one of the loudest voices for the LGBTQ+ community in mainstream music. She's never hidden her queerness, she's embraced it. And not just for the headlines, but because she knows visibility matters. She's proud, she's vocal, and she's opened the door for so many others to feel seen, loved, and unashamed. Through all of it, she never claimed to be perfect. That's what makes her special. She talks about anxiety, about past mistakes, about forgiveness. She knows she's still learning, still growing, but she does it out loud. In a world where most celebrities give you a polished brand, Kehlani gives you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. She's not a manufactured pop star, she's a survivor, a fighter, a mom, a queer woman of color who built everything from nothing and gave it a voice. Her story isn't just about music, it's about what happens after the fall, about choosing to stay alive, about turning pain into something people can dance to, cry to, heal with. Kehlani once said, "I've been broken down and put back together in front of the world, but now I'm putting myself together on my own terms." And that's powerful. Because at the end of the day, Kehlani isn't just a success story. She's proof that you can come from nothing, be doubted, be broken and still rise, again and again.